Welcome to an out of the box unboxing. Today we're going to be looking at what's inside Role Player Adventures. So I missed this on Kickstarter, and fortunately though my local gaming shop, Vault Games, got in a couple of copies. So I was really fortunate to pick it up. So this is actually the Kickstarter Edition that I picked up in retail. So this is the kind of follow-on from the role-player games. I've not played the role-player games, but I'm quite excited to see what's in here because it looks like it's kind of reminiscent of the old Dungeons and Dragons adventures. So it's ages 14 and up, 1 to 4 players, 90 to 150 minutes. The box is very heavy. I mean, this is one heavy box. And to give you an idea of scale, that's A4. So it's pretty much a A3 size box of goodness. So let's have a look and see what we get inside. I think there's going to be a lot of components. Hopefully it's got a good insert. So it's like it's a campaign game. It's a standalone, so you don't need role player, but I do believe you can import your role player characters that you've generated into this game, and if not, there's a whole lot of pre-generated characters that you can use. Well, like I say, this box is heavy. Let's have a look what's under the. Oh. Okay, styrofoam. Okay, so what do we got here? We have got. These will be the adventure books, the story books. We'll look at those in a minute. I think there's 12. And these will be the player boards. So let's have a look and see what these look like. If I can get into them. So I'm going to be playing it solo. It's a cooperative game, so I do believe you can play it multi-handed fairly easily. I'll probably ever go two-handed, but then it is a fantasy RPG game, so having a party is probably a good idea. You might have a balance of skills. We've got a fighter and a mage. These are really nice. This is solid. It looks like it's got a gap down here for slotting in cards. It's 3-layered, really strong card. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which makes sense because it's 1 to 4 players. Let's have a look inside these. I'm not going to dig too far into these aspects because they will be, I can imagine there's spoilers inside. I don't want to spoil things too far, but I will have a look and have a flick through the first one. And I'm going, what's in here? So we've got these are, I think these are a big part of the weight actually. These are quite heavy. Here's my knife. Second, I was paused for. Right, I'm back. I got disrupted there, but I'm back to. I think I'll get my knife now and have a look and see what's. There we go. Okay, so we've got. Oh, these are nicely stacked so they don't get. Battle at the Black Lake. Let's have a look at one of these. So you've got setup. Your adventure begins. And we carry on. So many interruptions. Never had so many interruptions in an unboxing before. Okay, and so we've got setup, your adventure begins, and then you've got choices. So begin 1, begin 2. I'm not going to drill too far into it because it's a kind of read your own adventure as you go through it. So you get choices, you do dice rolls, and you work through, play through the adventure. So that's nice. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we've got more. So we can see what we get in here. I thought there was 12, but we will have a look. Fortunately, just gotta be a little bit careful because I don't want to damage them, obviously. Okay. And so you can run through this with different groups of characters, and I imagine that there's some level of, there's lots of choices, and so the different choices you make will change your playthroughs. So what's that? 8. 9, 10, AF, Adventure Finale. What was that? 10, 11, that's right, and then there's a general one as well. So there's a side quest, I do believe, that is you can run infinite, multiple numbers of times, and that then gives you that extra replayability. Okay, so that's the quest box, story box. We've got a rule book with a reference index, which is handy. The components. So it's showing us our boards. Hardy journal, importing, so how to import characters from role player, key concepts, reasonable layout, item use. Adding and removing players, glossary, that's handy at the end for the iconography. So that's cute. We've got a catalogue, I'm not bothered. Oh, these look like maps. Okay, so double-sided maps for probably the different adventures. That's nice. What have we got here? Okay, so it's a cell block castle. Forest. I do believe I read somewhere that they use the symbols and the numbers to look up locations when you find them in your storybook. Give you that extra aspect. Okay, we've got quite a few of those. We've got a adventure draw bag. It's probably for dice, because this is a dice placement game. This is a skill book. Charm, concealment. Oh, okay, force. So maybe this is for rolling, for upgrading or leveling up. So all your different skills. That's cute. I've got a token tray and standard blue cubes, clear cubes. I do believe that's for slotting in to your character boards. Pre-punch tokens, plastic. I like the it says gold, so it actually tells you familiar dice. Stamina, so that's all nicely organised. I'm not sure I can get it all back in the box. What's that? That is, okay, so this looks like a character sheet. Lots of those, potentially for saving your character between games, which you're probably going to have to do because it's a campaign. You're not going to be playing through the whole campaign in one session. Oh, Tomb of Encounters. So I imagine that you got your storybook, will give you your main narrative, and then there'll be choices, and there's probably a good portion of randomization in terms of what actually happens when you encounter nasties or allies. We've got a Tomb of Encounters, which is 170 pages of encounters, combat, adventure, things that happen. Nice. Coin tokens, so gold and looks like extra dice. Stick foam. Campaign tracker. So again, I imagine this is to keep track of where you're going through the campaign as you slowly move through it. And there's a few of those. I'll probably be laminating one of those and then using a reusable pen. And there's a nice storage. So we've got our wiring, move the box out of the way and have a look at these one at a time. So this one, you've got your, I guess it's your party piece, who your characters are. These areas for cards, here's a sleeved card, easy. So there's going to be plenty of room for sleeved cards, which is handy. And they're all labelled as well. So that one says portrait, that one says weapons, that one's traits, scrolls, skills. So the actual layout's good. The cards, this one looks like it is annoyingly hard to get into. Okay, so what do we got? So these are, let's see, I've got a sleeve. These are standard Magic the Gathering cards. Yep, fit in sleeved, easily fit in. There's plenty of space in here, so I think they've done a really good job with the inserts. There's about 400 cards. Really nice, clear, linen-y cards. Standard, kind of feel a little bit thinner than a Magic card, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to sleeve them. Clear text. Yeah, really nice. These are weapons. Longbow. Then we've got armor. I'm not going to open all of these because it seems a bit pointless. You've seen cards. What's this one? This is skills. Nice little cartoon graphics. Shadow Drake familiars to help you on your way. And oh, these look like the character cards. Wonder where they Wanderer. I might have a look inside one of these. I actually quite like to see the thing that slots into the. I wonder if that's there. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was from my sheet, and that slots down into your character board. So that's really nice. So then when you can write on your attributes, then at the end of your game, out it goes, and you can slot another one in. There's a whole lot of them. So that's how that works. Character, and then we've got some smaller cards, Templar. Okay, so these are class abilities. So they will go on here. So you've got our fatigue, our portrait, class abilities. We'll write in those and then hand discard whatever was spent. So that's, oh, that one. Let's see what else we've got. The middle one, again, plenty of room. Item stop. This is a rare deck. Do not shuffle this deck. The cards are in numerical order, their numbers are on their backs. Do not examine these cards unless you are instructed to do so. Okay, so they will numbered. So I guess we sleeve those ones very carefully. And the final one, oh, a lot of dice. Funny enough for a dice drawing game, drafting game, dice, and we've got some non-standard dice. Still six-sided, but with different patterns on them. So interesting to see how that works out. We've got some more little cards. Adventurer. So these are the modifier cards. And let's have a look at these ones. These ones look interesting. A bit bigger. Where do they fit in? These look like actually these look like enemies because it says bandit. These look like they're a strange size as well. I don't know if you'll be sleeving these anytime soon. They're not Pharaoh size. Okay, bandit. Oh, enemy number 1. Okay, so they're all numbered as well. Bugbear. Ghost. Gremlin. Really nice art. It's really kind of, this is the kind of art that you want for your fantasy RPG. Ah, looks familiar. Yeah, so these are all our enemy critters, and they go up to 61. And then we've got some summary cards, combat and skill checks, which is always handy. And oh, there's something else at the bottom of the box. Secret, only open when instructed. Oh well, I guess I will open that when instructed. Okay, so there you go. That is Role Player Adventures. A lot of goodness in here. A lot of cards. Fantastic insert trays. Look like they're going to be really well designed. The question is, can I fit it all back in the box? Secret under the bottom. Reverse order. How do I get stuff out of here? Pretty sure that term and the tokens are there. So this side, skill check, dice bag, rules. That was down the side. Boards are on that side. And oh, that is a lot of weight in the books. Looking forward to getting that on the table. I will probably do a playthrough at some point. There we go. That is Role Player Adventures.